All right, so we got substitution. First example, couple of things. Substitution is when we have something that is commonly saturated, all right? Substituting with something like a halogen, okay? The number one tell to identify when something is a substitution reaction is UV. If you ever see UV, substitution. It's not necessary, okay? However, UV helps speed along the process. It's not a necessity, but it's helpful. Again, just like everything else, we're going to draw out our chemicals. Propane, 3-carbon alkane. Nice and easy. And bromine, oops, is BRBR. Okay, now, BR, bromine gas is BR2. Okay, now, substitution is not super powerful. So substitution is not going to be able to substitute both bromines. Substitution is only going to be able to substitute one bromine. So one of the bromines is going to substitute with one of the hydrogens. The question now becomes, what hydrogen is that going to be? The question is, or the answer is, it could be any of them. All you need, I mean, don't go through all the possibilities, all 3, 6, 7, 8 hydrogens. All you need to think about is it could replace one here, or one here. If it replaces this hydrogen, that product, so again, circle that, or I'll just draw it in red. If it replaces the red hydrogen, guys, you're going to get same chemical, 1, 2, 3, try your hydrogens. And you're going to get bromine here. And the product, we're also going to get, because bromine and hydrogen switched, we're going to get HBr. Okay. So if bromine switches places with the hydrogen on the first carbon, easy name. We got 1 bromo propane. Okay. Well, where else could that bromine switch? Well, could it switch on the second carbon? Sure, why not? You can't control it necessarily. So let's say that the bromine switches with the hydrogen on the second carbon. Okay, well, if it does that, again, HBr is still going to be a product, but now I'm going to get this. First carbon stays in touch. And the second carbon is going to lose a hydrogen, and that hydrogen is going to become a bromine. So here, I'm going to get 2 bromopropane, right? And both of these could be possible. Okay, so we got some momentum. So substitution could replace any hydrogen. Could replace the first hydrogen or the second hydrogen. Well, what about the third one? Could it replace that? Sure. But here's the thing. If it replaces the third hydrogen, guys, that now becomes carbon 1, because I always want my numbers to be as low as possible. So if I replace, because again, if I put the bromine here, I end up with the exact same thing as this, just flipped. And those names are identical. Okay, so you have to just be careful that you're not drawing the same thing. So when you draw your products, remember the numbering has to be as low as possible. So the answer for this is not 1 bromopropane, 2 bromopropane, and 3 bromopropane. It's only 1 and 2, because the third one is same as the first one.